Good morning. So everyone's slowly trickling in, which is good. I thought there was a problem with the link because when I tried to click on it today, it took me some time to get in. Good morning, Zainab.
Good morning.
Good morning, Surinder.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today morning.
Oh, thank you. What's the procedure for June today?
Sorry?
What's the topic today, actually?
Oh, today we'll be talking about mental health and well-being.
Okay.
So we've got our experts with us today.
Oh, that's very good.
And some of them will be introducing about some of the new launches that they're having at their organizations. Ian will be hosting the show today. Ian Elliott, my colleague. So
very good.
On to you, Ian.
Thank you. I'm going to do off my video.
Okay. Nice to see you though.
Thank you, Nikki.
Morning.
Yeah, so if people want to put their name and their organization in the chat, just to let people know who's here. We'll wait a few more minutes, a couple more minutes, I think, if anybody else signing in.
Good morning, Tom. Congratulations.
Good morning. What have I done this time?
Congratulations on winning that great award. You've just won the Queen's Award. So well done.
I have to say it was almost nothing to do with me. It was for voluntary work, but thank you very much. I'll take the plaudits on behalf of our volunteer team. Thank you.
We've already put down your felicitated your organization on our website under the Small Charities Week, and Ian will be sending me a small report about it. So, if people want to know about the success story, it'll be available on there.
Well, that's very kind, and I must say Ian was very quick off the mark to tell me that we'd won. I think earlier on this week, he was very speedy. But anyway, thank you very much. It's a very nice thing to have won.
Great. What we will be doing over this next week is we've got quite a few events. So please join us. I will send, Ian will send you the link to all the events that we've planned. We've got around 3 funders who are meeting with us next week. They're coming and having a workshop. So 3 funder meets, we've got trainings and lots happening next week. Please don't forget to sign in.
That's perfect.
Let's celebrate small charities together.
Okay, so I think we can start off with our first speaker now. So is it Kiran Preet? You'll share your screen.
Hello everyone, it's just me. I'm just going to do a little talk for a little while. I hope that's okay. So I'm Kiran, I'm from the Disclosure and Borrowing Service, and Noika kindly invited me today to just introduce myself. I'm the DBS Regional Outreach Advisor for the Greater London region. So this is a new role that's recently come into post. So just in case anyone's wondering, if they've never heard of it before, you haven't been left out of anything. This is just a new post that now exists in Greater London. as well as a few other regions within the country as well. So a lot of people are very aware of who the DBS are, Disclosure and Barring Service, previously known as the Criminal Records Bureau. Some people might know us as those who do police checks before someone gets the job. So obviously disclosure is where we allow an employer to view a potential employee's criminal history and look at any past convictions or crimes that they may have, and use that information along with other safer recruitment policies to make a informed decision about, and a suitability decision about whether that person should be employed in that role. So that's one part of what we do. And the other part of what we do is the barring service, which is where there, if there are any concerns about an employee's conduct, or if harm has occurred, or there's concerns that harm could occur in the future with this employee and the way they interact with vulnerable adults and children, then those individuals can be referred to DBS, and we will then investigate the situation. And a result of that could be that that individual is placed on either one or both of our barred lists. So we have 2 barred lists that we manage. So we have the adults barred list and the children's barred list. So, and if a person is on the barred list, then they are not allowed to work in regulated activity. So I just wanted to take this kind of moment just to let you all know that my role basically now is in Greater London. So DBS can be a bit of a minefield. There's lots of different levels. A lot of people have a lot of questions about it. Some people have a lot of misunderstandings about what we do. One of the most common things is that a lot of people will feel, okay, well, I have a role here, I want all the information, so I will apply for the highest level of check. Well, actually, you may not be eligible to apply for that highest level of check. Maybe it's a lower level of check. So my role basically is to make sure that people are aware what their options are in that respect, and look at eligibility, and help people understand their roles and make the right decision and apply for the right level of check. So essentially, I'm a point of contact for anything to do within the DBS. So any sort of queries or questions you may have, or your organisations may have, you know, feel free to reach out. I did put my contact details in the chat. I can also develop and deliver workshop sessions as well that talks about the DBS and in all its services, and you know, we can make things, and we cater those to what's needed basically. So if it was a case of just a quick roundup of the DBS services, we can do that. If it was a case of actually, I'd like to know a little bit more about barring and the duty to refer and when that kicks in, you know, we can tailor make those workshops for you for that. So I mean, I appreciate that obviously, you know, a lot of bigger organizations will have, like, you know, quite intense HR teams behind them. You know, I'm keen to work with those organizations that are on the ground, who, you know, work day in, day out with, you know, people that they are supporting. And my role essentially there is to be another level of support for those organizations, and yeah, just to be a point of contact for any kind of questions or queries they may have. So I am hosting a little workshop next week for the small charities events as well. So that'll just be like a DBS kind of overview. So hopefully if you are interested, then I'm sure Noika has all the details. But essentially, I just, again, thank you for having me. I just wanted to let you know that I am here, and please feel free to share my contact details with other colleagues in your organisations, because it may not be yourselves who directly have involvement with DBS, but you know, I'm sure there'll be other colleagues in your organisations that will do. And yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that.
I've added Kiran's event into the chat box, so if anyone wants to register to that, please click that link. Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions for Kieran?
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. And I think now I go to the next speakers, which is it Asha and Danielle?
Hi there, how are you? I don't have the presentation on my screen, but I did send it in advance. I don't know if someone else has that, but it's fine, I can do it without the slides if not. But yeah, so basically we're Groundwork London. So I'm Danielle Johnson, and my colleague Asha, who's going to wave, is with me today, and she's the project manager for a new project that we wanted to tell you a little bit about today. So we're going to be working in Hounslow, working with refugees and migrants to support them with mental well-being. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the project. So Groundwork already runs sort of social integration projects across London. So we have a project in East London, we have one in South East London, and we've been working in West London. But this particular project is focused in Hounslow itself only. And what we wanted to do really was we chatted with the people we're working with, the refugees and migrants that we currently work with. And, you know, COVID-19, as you know, sort of really impacted everybody's lives. And I think when the people we're working with quite often will suffer from sort of trauma or PTSD from displacement. And that was exacerbated when you don't have friends or family close by. And, you know, sometimes that was really exacerbating previous traumas, and so the mental well-being of people we were working with was really impacted by the pandemic, as I'm sure a lot of your organisations have experienced as well with your participants. So we kind of wanted to respond to that really, and we wanted to think, you know, well, what can we do to better support people through these impacts, through COVID-19 and beyond. So we've got a new project that really focuses on that mental well-being. Can we go to the next slide? So we've got 3 things that we'll be offering. We are running mental well-being classes, and these are anything from arts, crafts, making and creating, doing things in green spaces, access to nature, gardening, cooking, all sorts of things like that. Initially, we'll be running these, you know, sessions digitally, and then we'll be doing some face-to-face as well, depending on the government guidance. But we have been running some wellbeing sessions digitally, even cookery classes. Honestly, we've been doing everything online, and people are attending and really getting a lot out of it. Sometimes if we do an art session, we'll send an art pack to each participant, and they can still engage and do the artwork with us online. We, as well as the kind of group class mental wellbeing classes, will also be looking at physical wellbeing. So exercise, anything from kind of gentle exercise, sort of access to green space, walking, gentle running or yoga, or to things that are more kind of team sports as well, depending on people's levels. And also therapy. We are linking with each counselling that you may have worked with in the past or have heard of locally. And that's for people who need that one-to-one support, and they can receive between 6 and 16 sessions, depending on their individual need. And I think the rest of the slide is really just to sort of show you some pictures of some of the work that we do, and just to give you a bit of a flavour of what we do. And I think really what we're hoping to do is just to let everybody know about the services, and to welcome and encourage any referrals that you might have to us, and anyone, you know, any refugees or migrants that you might want to refer. And I've got Ash's contact details at the end. But yeah, if we can run through the next slides, I think they should all be pictures, so we can go through them fairly quickly. We're working with chickens there. If you, yeah, carry on. This is just sort of work in the garden. This is actually our East London project before COVID, as you can tell, with no social distancing. But yeah. So some more, another picture of our gardening projects. And this is like the physical exercise. We did a mothers and daughters programme, encouraging people with the bond between mother and daughter, and we looked at physical exercise there. And this is a community garden that we worked with in Greenwich with the Nepalese community. And that's Asha's contact details. So Asha is our project manager, and she's available at any time if you want to have a chat or ask any questions. And yeah, Asha, I don't know if you want to say a couple of words just to introduce yourself. We can stop sharing the slides now, but. Oh, we can't hear you, Asha.
You're on mute.
She's not on mute, weirdly. Oh, okay, so we can't hear you, but anyway, that's the lovely Asha over there. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. We all just another thing is we're working with the social prescribers locally. So Groundwork also delivers the social prescribing and the GP surgeries. So we're hopefully we'll get some referrals from there as well. And we have our own outreach workers that are kind of across our integration projects, but we just want to link in partnership with local services and also work closely with people, make sure that what we're running isn't duplicating, make sure that we can refer people to you as well. Sometimes we get people coming to our service who need another type of support that we don't offer. So it's really useful for us just to be really linked into the network. So thank you very much. Are there any questions?
Lisa, yeah.
Hello. So I'm a coach of a swimming club, and I was just wondering, and I'm also on a social prescribing training program for Northwest London at the moment, and I'd like to, so the two connect very well. And I was just wondering if you would be interested in the future of doing some taster sessions for your groups for swimming.
Yeah, that would be really great, because we've set up the mental wellbeing classes and we're setting up the therapy this week, but we actually haven't, we thought, well, we'll look at physical activity next as a kind of secondary thing, because we wanted to see what was happening with the, you know, the guidance and the face-to-face and the, you know, and people are able to swim now. So yeah, we'd love to link with you on that and could certainly refer people, and we'll set up a joint project where, so yeah, perhaps have you noted down Asha's? Asha, can you put your contact details actually in the chat, and then if anyone wants to copy and paste them, but I think the slides are being sent around afterwards anyway.
Yeah, no, I've got them numbered, but yeah,
okay, perfect.
That actually marriages quite well, linked to physical and mental health, and but depending on where your participants have come from, there's still that connection of water, and it can be quite powerful.
Yeah, we've got such a wide variety. Some people have never swum before, and some people can swim and just haven't had the opportunity or chance to.
Yeah, but
so
come from, you know, still like those areas of water, but haven't had the opportunity to swim.
Yeah, so we've had participants from Sri Lanka, and people go on there for holiday, and yet she's never been in the sea, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, that's great.
Brilliant, thank you. Okay, any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Danielle. So we'll circulate the slides. I think the next speakers are Fatima and Huma.
Yes, this is Huma. I'm working with Gillies as a project officer. This presentation was supposed to be presented by my colleague Fatma, but unfortunately she is not feeling well. So I'm going to present on her behalf, but at the end, I will be more than happy to answer any questions. So after a long pandemic, can anyone please share the slides? I think I already have sent it. So after a long pandemic, it was very important to start mental health session, which are being given now. So if there is no, it's okay. I can present with that slides.
Yeah, Nyoko, did you?
Let me try if I can share. I think I can share it.
You should be able to share your screen, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, do you want me to share?
Did you send me the...
It's okay, I can share, it's okay. Can everyone see? They're fine, okay. So, okay, so the actually 95% of the individuals will have improved comprehension of mental health and services available to them. This is one of our expected outcomes, and 60% of clients will have access to therapeutic support, improve 80% of clients' well-being through interactive well-being sessions and physical activities like exercise and fitness classes, training opportunities for 6 mental health advocates. The objective of this session is to improve the understanding of mental health through culturally adapted materials and interactions. And apart from this, we offer a safe space to facilitate social contact, counseling, advice, information, guidance, and practical support on housing, welfare benefits, employment, education, and training, enabling access to all mainstream services in health and social care, mentoring and peer support, referral, and signposting. In mental health session, we are just taking people to historical parks. In future, we are also going to start fitness and relaxation classes, coffee mornings, and other activities to feel them a bit relaxed and better. We are giving services in many languages. Those people who can speak English, and if they want help in other languages like Urdu, Somali, Kiswahili, Amharic, Arabic, Punjabi, Spanish, we can help them as well with that. So to contact us, here are the contact details. So anyone is welcome to contact. Thank you so much. If there are any questions.
I'm the colleague of Huma from Elais, and this project is aimed at refugees and Black ethnic minority communities living in the London Borough of Hounslow. And we have a qualified counselor who delivers the sessions online and occasionally through face-to-face. And it also provides advocacy, advice, information, and guidance. And it enables communities that are suffering through trauma and mental health get access to mental health services that's available locally. We have Fatima and other colleagues that are working on the project, and so far it's proving successful. So if anyone wants to refer, you're more than welcome to refer clients.
Anybody got any questions?
I think, is it okay if I ask something? Really interesting to hear from Elais, because we spoke to Elais before we did our project, and I think what Elais offer is like a really big wraparound service. We just do 3 things. So we just do the kind of group sessions, the therapy and the physical well-being, whereas Elais do the housing support and more of the casework. So we will definitely be referring people to you when their needs are greater than what we can respond to. And yeah, it'll be really good to work in partnership throughout the year, and really nice to hear about your project. Really excited.
Thank you so much. We will be more than happy to help them. Thank you.
Any more questions?
I think we've been awfully really quiet today. No one has any questions. And you finished the session too soon.
No,
So
I think it's a great idea that people here that we can work in partnership with. So when it comes to swimming, so far I have heard from Danielle and Lisa. So I would be more than happy, like the swimming tester session is if we can work in partnership with Lisa and Danielle so far. And I would like to hear what other participants have to say.
Yeah, no, that would be great.
I wonder if we have like a meeting, all 3 of us, and we can maybe run a session. The swimming sessions could be for the Together Hounslow, and for the groundwork sessions, but Andy Elais together. We could.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Because
Yeah.
with regards to like pool hire space, that would be fine. And I'm currently working in partnership with another organisation based in Heston to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll arrange a meeting together. And
Yeah.
we're more than happy. You meet with
Yeah, I put in another few words there. I know Sharanjit just joined in very, late. She didn't get the link apparently. But I think a lot with what you mentioned in your project, Danielle, is what she also does. So maybe it'd be good to connect and network. This forum is for networking. So it'd be good to have you guys all connect and work together.
Yeah, that would be great. Charandeep, maybe you could say a few words about what you do, because it's new to me. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm a little late. One, I didn't get the link. The other, I've got a really bad tooth problem today. So I won't say a lot, but I will say what is important. I'm Sharanjit Bala from Sunshine of Hounslow. We are health and well-being, where we are delivering projects for elderly, disabled, long-term ill health, crime victims, and special need children and families, and also domestic violence, homeless people. We have at the moment we got projects going on, yoga sessions every Monday morning for a on Zoom sessions, and Wednesdays we have a healthy cooking club for Hellington area for young moms to teach them how to cook and eat healthy food. Also, on Thursdays, we have art and craft club as well. And then Saturdays, every Saturdays, non-stop, even during the winter as well, we have allotment club where, I mean, people were in pandemic crisis, they couldn't get out, but we were out every Saturday and engage people, and people were coming out during the winter as well to get engaged, to grow food together indoors and outdoors. And all the food we grow is donated to the community on regular basis. And we would like to work with anybody who's interested to bring their group of people out and enjoy the day, and want to train the people, people with the mental health or any health. It's nice to get out in the really nice environment, and it's all green area, it just makes you feel good. Especially the food is growing all the time. If we take one crops out, you can see the other ones, you see. It's really nice to see the outcome of the any project all the time. We are always growing something all the time, and we are donating all the time. If we work together in any ways, we are happy to, we are also going to start some sessions for the youth clubs. So there we're going to train the youngsters to come and learn how to grow food from seed, and then guide them the process of growing food. At least the future generation should have knowledge, because once our senior generation gone, we want the youngsters to have a lot of knowledge, so they can basically carry on the future to grow food as well. Also, we want to grow a lot more fruit trees. So the future generation, God, for God's sake, if we have any crisis like this, at least the free food donations will be carrying on going to the community. We need to look after our communities, because at the moment everybody's suffering with various of ways during to do with the pandemic. So at least the food is the first thing everybody needs. So at least it'll give people some ease and some security and comfortable. At least they have some food in the house. And especially also, we are also try to look into the matters of the sugars and natural stuff as well. we would like to feed the children more and more fruit and let them live near the nature rather than, fast food. So I'll be really happy if anybody would like to, work together. I'm more than happy to join anybody.
Yeah, that also sounds great for our project. I think because you missed the beginning, just to say we're working with refugees and migrants in the area, and our background is I'm from Groundwork London, and we do a lot of community gardening, and we have community gardeners. We also have some funds that are available. It's a different department, but they give out some grants to community groups. So I will, we'll contact you later just in case, just to check if there's anything that would be suitable for the garden as well.
I mean, even for the, any groups of people, women, boys, girls,
Yeah.
we would like to, get them to join us as well. And also throughout the GLA, if we can get some grant to expand the area as well. So at least we can have some little play area for young moms, for they can bring their children as well. So basically, we need to really accommodate the community and decrease the mental health. We also need to improve the parks so people can go and walk around the parks. And most of the parks don't have a toilets. And I've been contacted with the Lambton, the area around the Lambton Park. Most of the senior citizens wants to go and walk there, but the toilets are being closed, they've been blocked, can't be used. I mean, if the toilets can be used, at least the people can have a pleasant morning walks, evening walks. I mean, at my allotment, I've got through the grant, we have a built disability, a purpose built disability toilet, which is can wheelchair can go in as well. So we do have all the facilities at the allotment at the moment, and we also provide the lunch as well to all the people who visit the allotment. So so the like myself, I have a disability, then we don't have to rush to cook before we get there, so we just go there easily, just order some like a vegetarian food and have it together. I'll be really grateful, Daniel, if we can, if you could I'm gonna add my email address into the chat box.
Yeah.
So you also, I would like to have your
Yeah.
contact phone number as well, if it's possible.
Yeah, sure. So Asha is here. Asha, do you want to give another wave? So she'll be managing the project, but you can get in contact with either of us. I've just put 2 links in the chat, and these are the grants that Groundwork London deliver. So we actually give them out to communities on behalf of other organisations like the GLA and Tesco's, and it's actually, we've got 2 different departments, one that gives out money and one that receives money. So we do the community work. I'm on the community side that actually delivers in the communities, whereas there's a grants team side, and it is a different department, but we can't access those funds because we are from the same organisation. So we're always trying to encourage other community groups to access these grants. So I've just put links in the side there, and if anybody does want any to chat about it or any advice on those, yeah, just let us know. But I'll leave Asha to be your main contact, because she can get in touch with me if there's anything she can't answer, but because she's local, so I cover all of London, but Asha's actually local to West, so I think.
Jane?
Hi. Hi, sorry. Yeah, I'm the digital officer in for EHCVS, and of course my phone is contributing. I just wanted to encourage you and everyone actually to connect with Sharonjeet. When she says her setting is actually in a beautiful site, it really is. And if you want to pop out on a Saturday and see her, it's a fantastic venue just to go and have a chat and just enjoy a bit of nature and connect and network with other groups out in the open air. And of course, Sharonjit is there and makes everyone very welcome. Thanks, Sharonjit.
Thank you, Jane, for your kind words. We would like to, more and more community to benefit from this outstanding allotment. Although we have spent a lot of money, we spend about 60 to 70,000 pounds on this allotment. But we would like to expand more so we can donate more and more food to the community. So also, train the young youths, the young people, or any asylum seeker or anything. At least we can engage them, get some experience, and this sort of experience is a lifelong experience. So at least they will be learning lifelong skills. I wish we had some grant, then we could run sessions weekly and train the youngsters to come and join us and learn the lifelong skills with us. Because I have at least 4 years of trainings of the allotments, how to maintain them, look after them, how to train the people, and also seasonal food. I have a lot of knowledge about the seasonal food and the benefits of the food, which food works for which part of the body's health. I mean, I do have a lot of knowledge which I would like to deliver and give it to my communities and future generation. Noika, you will have to come and visit us.
Oh yeah, no. In fact, when I was listening to Danielle today, I was thinking about you, and I was wondering why you weren't at the session, because you do yoga sessions, you have, sessions. In fact, I know Asha can't talk there, and I've been coughing like a little funny fool in between without putting myself on mute. But Asha did put a message that she knows you, Sharanjit. She's worked with you on. I'm sorry, Ian, I'm hijacking your session, but Asha has put in a note that she's worked with you on a couple of projects in the past, and yeah, I hope you'll brilliant
Asha,
networking going on.
Asha from where? Where is the Asha from?
Okay,
It says that she's worked with you on Redwood Estate, food growing area, and Thamesmead from groundwork.
All right. Okay. Yes, definitely. I mean, we did help the big local. The Sunshine of Hounslow has set up the allotment for big local as well. But our allotment, the Sunshine of Hounslow allotment, is outstanding. Honestly, you get all the facilities there, and the Heathrow Community Rangers also did help quite a bit to set up the shed for us. We didn't have a shed. At the moment, we don't have anything to cut the grass like a lawnmower or anything with a petrol leading, but we are still building up slowly. But I tell you, the most people are a benefit. I really feel proud to say that from past about 6, 7 years, the people who can't get out of their houses in their 80s and 90s, and they are long-term ill health as well, they are getting all the food on their doorstep. I mean, I deliver it myself, and I'm proud to say that doesn't matter which area, even I have to go to Feltham, Brentford and Lower Feltham, wherever Hayes, Hounslow, Ealing, Southall, I deliver the food, fresh organic food to all these people. And they really appreciate it. This is how I also keep in touch and checking on them if they need anything else, either anything we can supply from the food bank or a food vouchers. We were lucky enough throughout crisis period last year and this year, we had about 22,000 pound of a grant to give a food vouchers and top up with the food bank, or and also top up with our organic food as well. So we were never out of work during the pandemic, and we've been growing all the time. Even now, I go there at least 3 times a week. I visit the allotment, and but we are still struggling with to cut the grass and to maintain a little bit, which is out of my reach as due to disability. And
Sorry to interrupt, Shandy. I can donate a grass lawnmower. I have a
oh,
spare one.
we need a petrol one.
Yeah, it's petrol one. Yeah, I've got petrol one.
Oh, that's very kind of you. You know, the grass has grown up to the knees at the moment in these
I know we
orchards.
were cutting them with the forks last time, weren't we?
Could you, will you be kind enough to deliver it tomorrow morning, please?
Yeah, yeah. I'll try to come by tomorrow. Yeah, I think either I'll have to walk with it or I'll try to see if I can hire a
No,
van or borrow a van.
I can come and collect it in my car. That's not a problem.
Okay, okay. We'll sort something out. Definitely.
Very much. I would really appreciate that. Ahmed.
Yeah, I know. I remember because we were cutting it with our hands last time.
You've been always helpful to our allotment, you know, and now is the
Yeah.
time we will be like to donate the fresh, organic garlic. If you're coming tomorrow, I'll give you like a handful of a garlic so you can enjoy the raw garlic. I make a garlic paste and donate it to the people as well. Lemon and garlic with the salt and olive oil with it. You can keep it for
Okay.
a use in the fridge, and you can use it for pastas. You can use it on pita bread. You know, it's really tasty. And the good thing is, it's good for, you know, it's good for our heart and whole body.
The immune system. Yeah.
Yeah, immune system. I eat raw garlic every day. I made a paste, and I donate so many bottles to the community, ready-made ones, especially the older people. Rather than them going through all the hassle, I just make it, bulk make it, and just put it in the jars and give it to people. So when you
Mhm.
if you come tomorrow, you will also have a garlic paste as well.
Oh, thank you.
Sharonjit, do you need jars?
Yes, please. A small
Okay.
jars like
Yeah, yeah,
250 or 350.
yeah.
Mostly the glass ones, please.
Okay. I'll come by next week, not this week.
That'll be grateful because I made so much garlic. My fridge is full now. And then I need to donate it. Also, please, Jane, you can take some as well. Please take each of you. Take a jar. When anybody tastes the garlic, they want it again and again and again because it's so healthy and so good. You know, I wish, you know, if we can have some connection with the groundwork, with the grant, we can approve the area. And I would also request anybody to put our allotment pictures on Hanslow Matters as an outstanding allotment, you know, and it's all been led by people with a disability. On and
So
off.
Sharonjit, I'll talk with Asha, but it'll be really good if we could run some sessions over the summer at the allotment, and that we can bring people down. We'll make an arrangement with you separately, and also I'll have a separate conversation about the grants, and we can do a joint application and make sure that we do our best. I can't promise anything, but we'll definitely put some work into getting something. So fingers crossed.
Brilliant idea. I put my details in the chat box.
Yeah, got them. Thank you.
If I have you put your Daniel?
Yeah, let me put mine.
Amrit?
Yeah, hi. Hi, Daniel. My name's Amrit. I just wanted to introduce myself, and I do apologize. I think I started off joining the meeting and then my phone died, and I was searching frantically for like another tablet or something. So I've just joined with my tablet now. So I missed a little bit of the beginning of the meeting, and I wasn't too sure, you know, what it was you said. And I do apologize. I'm not going to ask you to reiterate that, but a bit about myself. I'm the managing director for UK Karate, and we've been facilitating martial arts health classes for the community since 1978, and we've branched out quite a lot since then. And we have classes within the West London area particularly, but all throughout UK. in Hounslow, Heston, Feltham, Chiswick, Slough, Langley, East Finchley, North Finchley, Southall. So we've got quite a few. And we do focus on classes for the children's, teenagers, and adults as well. So if there's anything that we could do to kind of collaborate with each other, that'd be great.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So just a quick summary, we're doing 3 things. So mental well-being group classes, and then physical activity classes, which we haven't set up yet. So we're actually finding partners for that is really good. And some one-to-one therapy. So we were talking with Lisa and Elise about doing a kind of joint swimming group. So what we will probably do is run the mental wellbeing group classes for a little bit longer and then ask them what are they interested in. And now we know that what's in the area, we can tell them, you know, we could do swimming, we could do karate, we could do things. And if we have a few people or a small group interested, we could maybe work with you together on that.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Whereabouts are you mainly based?
So, well, we've been running services for refugees and migrants across London. So our first project was actually in Greenwich in Southeast. And then we have a large project in East London and one in Southeast London. And over the past year, we've been running one in West London, year and a half. But we cover all of West London. And then through recently, we just got a new project in Hounslow specifically. And that is really working on mental wellbeing, the three areas that I told you about. Our social integration projects widely, we also offer employment advice and English, but the Hounslow specific one is really focused on that physical and mental well-being as a result of really just responding to the COVID-19 impacts. So we just started in the last 2 months, really focused on Hounslow and the well-being side. So really keen to link.
I can definitely see that there has been a massive interest in that. I mean, since we've opened up in COVID, we've had to slow down the enrollment process. Just in about 1 month, we've had 180 new starters. Yeah, so just in 1 month. And that's why I haven't been to most meetings. I've kind of missed loads and loads of meetings, but the demand for like loads of children, adults and teenagers trying to get back into some sort of physical exercise has just been so much, and it's gone skyrocketed. But it's difficult because we wanted to kind of facilitate for everyone, but in a safe way. And with social distancing, it's so difficult. And, you know, we're having to maybe turn people away or have some sort of system working where it'd be, you know, you come for 1 week and then you miss and you have another week. Do you have any halls in particular that you work with at the moment?
No, so because we set up while we were in the pandemic, we're mainly working digitally. But I'm wondering, and we're going to be starting to do face-to-face in the summer, but I'm wondering, like, if some of the people that you work with, because obviously you're just focused on the physical side, if they want to access any mental wellbeing services and you notice that actually they're really getting a lot out of the physical activity because they're improving their mental wellbeing, they might benefit from some of the projects that we're running. So we do mental wellbeing, but we really respond to the needs of the participants. So we keep small groups between 8 and 10. And then if we get more people, we just actually do a second group rather than sort of large groups. We're always keeping it small, and people can make friends that way. And then we also respond to the needs. So if we have a group of people who say, you know, we'll tell them what's on offer, and then if some people really want to do green space, access to green space, they want to get to know their local parks, we'll actually just do focusing on that. Or if they want to do arts and crafts or cooking or gardening or whatever it is, that interest of that group, we respond to that rather than having a set thing, we're doing this. We work with refugees and migrants, and so we listen to their needs. And then in terms of if people need one-to-one support, we also then have linked with Each Therapy, who do culturally sensitive therapy in the borough. So if people need that one-to-one therapy support, we can also work with them on that. So yeah, if you have any people that you think would be interested in our services, you can refer.
I think they all would be, to be honest. I mean, with regards to the mental health activities, could you give me a few examples of kind of some things that you could facilitate for, and what type of age ranges you have them as well?
Yeah, do you know,
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go on. What were you going to say?
I was going to say we have the age range that we have mostly attending our classes are always between the ages of 5 to 15, where we have about 80% of our students, and the rest of them are like 16 and above and adults. So I'd say in our organization, we currently have over maybe 1,600 students. And I would say about maybe 80% of those are within that age range. So what type of activities do you have that would be able to facilitate for those age ranges?
Yeah, so what I can do is Asha can maybe after this call send you our flyer. And then if any, you can send that to your people, and then if they're interested, they can contact us. But the person who runs it, his name is Jack. Asha's here today and she's the project manager, but her sound isn't working. So I work across London and Asha just works in West. So she's the local contact. And Jack is the guy who actually runs the sessions. And his background is he's a community gardener. He runs a community garden, but in a different area of London. So actually, that's why Sharanjeet's really great to link with.
Definitely.
And he's been running sort of mindfulness sessions or sessions around kind of gentle exercise as well, looking at couch to 5K type thing. He also runs sessions. We've been doing art, so we'll send an art pack to our participants, and then they will do like arts and crafts. But
that's amazing.
Tends to be with the people who already are interested in that. Everybody has different interests, so we kind of we do a little consultation. So we get a group together and we ask them what are your interests, and then we'll go from there. So some people, they live right near a park and they've never actually gone to it, and we look at the barriers. Why aren't you accessing that green space? And then we kind of work with them to overcome that, run sessions in the park with them. And
all ages, kids, teenagers, adults?
Yeah, at the moment we've worked with over 16s. If we wanted to work with under 16s, we could, but we would probably just need to we just need to work out parental consent and other things that we don't already have.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. If you have any leaflets, happy to distribute them to all the classes.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much. I'll leave you in. I'll let you, Asha, if you've got contact details with Emre, he's put them above, I think. So
yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Hi.
Yeah, really interesting to hear what you're doing. Thank you.
Hi, Emre, this is Huma from Erase. The activities you are offering sound interesting because I'm working with the young people, and most of them are really interested in the activities like karate and what you are offering. So definitely I will contact you privately, and we would like to invite you to come here and give a few sessions. Moreover, we are also offering other services like employment, one-to-one advice, career advice, mental health sessions, welfare benefits, helping with housing and other. So if you have, if there's someone who needs our help, so you can refer them to us as well. So yeah, I'm going to note down your details and everything.
Yes, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that.
You,
whereabouts are you based in Heston as well, or Hounslow?
Yes,
or?
In Hounslow, Feltham. Yes.
Feltham. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Emre.
Yeah, if people put their contact details in the chat, I'll circulate the chat to all the attendees afterwards.
Daniel? Hello, Daniel?
Hiya.
This is Chanjit here. We would really like to run some holidays programs for young children and moms together, like a family's fun during the holidays period. So I think it'll be really ideal to get the children engaged with the art and craft and allotment project during the children holidays in Easter and summer holidays as well. So if we can plan some those programs, I mean, I do have some staff who's doing DBS check and all that, and a lot of volunteers as well to run these projects during the holidays as well. So we can have a little chat after.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Anybody else got other questions or want to talk about their particular projects or services?
Well, I'm happy to talk, Ian.
Go ahead.
So I just wanted to do a quick update of the digital service. We are still here and we're still offering support. So if as a group you need some level of support, or if you would like to recruit a digital champion of your own, please do contact us. And please do come along to our various training activities. Last week we had a really, really lovely security session on GDPR and cybersecurity. Next week, it's just a drop-in networking, looking at practical skills. And then the week after that, we're going to be doing some looking at how to take your service online. So if you are and have always been through the front door type of service and have faced some challenges over the last year, that will be a session that would be useful for you to attend so that you can increase your digital footprint. Please do contact us if you need any help from a specific digital champion. So if you have a particular need around looking at setting up a social media site or help with your website or updating your website, let us know and contact us. Oh, and another little project that one of our digital champions is doing is refurbishing old laptops and equipment. So again, if you have old laptops and equipment you'd like to donate or think that can no longer be used, contact me and let me know, and we can look at refurbishing them and distributing them back into the community.
Jen, could I ask your question, please? I have a laptop which is not charging. It hardly been used, but I don't know what's gone wrong with it. Can I get you to somebody to look into it, please?
Of course, Sharonjeet, I would suggest you speak to Karan. He's been working closely with you as a digital champion, and he'll be your first point of call.
Okay, thank you. He's very helpful. Jane,
Lovely, isn't he?
Jane, I can't thank you enough for your support, honestly. You know, that Karan has been very helpful and he's always offering the help weekly. And, you know, your people who you offer, also Eddie as well, she's doing really well with the website as well. So I can't thank you enough for your support, honestly. And
The pleasure, Sharonjeet. Thank you.
thank you.
Amrit, did you have a hand up again, or was it?
Sorry, I think I didn't put it down. Let me try to put it down. Sorry.
Huma, is it the same thing?
Yes, hi Jane. I referred a few people to you, but they still keep coming back to me. What's happening? I mean, are they still not on the course? Or
yeah, no, Huma, I've had a few of them through, and some of them have progressed. Where the sticking point comes is that they're not completing the application and sending it back to me. I send them an application that has to be completed. We can't make any further progress until that application is returned to me.
Okay, but some of them say that they haven't received any application in the email. I also forwarded you to their contact details. So
yes.
I've
had a look at each of those and responded to you about each of them. So each of them have been contacted at different points. And I'm waiting for either a response from them or an email address for them. So if you would like, we can perhaps have a meet together and go through each of them individually. That would be helpful, because I would like them to progress.
And one of them was who was registered and started the course. Is she still working, or I mean, what's going on with her, the lady, the girl who filled the application?
I wouldn't, yes, we can discuss individuals in a separate meeting.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
Ian, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just like to run through with the events that are coming up in the week from the 14th, where we're celebrating the Small Charities Week, where we're celebrating you. So we have, in line with what Jane's work is, there is a funder called the Fat Beehive Foundation, who's actually providing funds for organizations who want to get their website on, or want to get digitally more in play, get their digital support more in place. So to come to that funder meet, which is on the on Tuesday, the 15th of June at 2:30 to 3:30. So we have the CEO and the trustee who will be with us answering all your questions. We have the DBS workshop with Kiran on Monday at 2:30 to 4. We have a Lloyds Bank Foundation funder workshop, which is on Wednesday from 11 to 12. And another funder would be, which is our own Ealing Small Grants for VCS organizations. Don't miss this event. It's between 12 and 2 on the 17th. And I will be running through a small little workshop on recovery planning toolkit and how we can get back safely into the, out of lockdown, looking at how you would, there's a risk analysis that you could do for your organization with, little templates and stuff that we have ready for you. This session will be on Thursday, the 17th itself, but in the morning from 10:30 to 11:30. We close the week with a session on Friday, again, a cash session, but we'll be talking a little bit more about each of us. And Ian will be running a session called Govern It on Friday. This will help us run through your, your organization structure. If you want to know anything more about the organization, how you can get your policies and documents all in place and get yourself up to date. Don't forget to join us at Ian's session, which is called Govern It at 2:30 on Friday. I know I put in the link a little earlier. I will put it back again on our chat for any survey or any valuable feedback that you can give us on today's session in the chat. Don't forget to please click that for us, because we're coming to a close after the next month of the cash session. So any feedback from you will help us take the session ahead. That's for me. Thank you.
Anybody else got any?
Yeah, I've got one thing. I was just wondering if somebody could actually provide me with some assistance and some help. I was unfortunately a witness to an incident that occurred inside a school where I wanted to bring up some safeguarding issues in a complaint. And I was in the process of writing a letter actually now this whole morning. And I was wondering if somebody could provide me with like the maybe a procedure, if you've got any experience with that, on how I can follow through with that, because obviously I've gone through the complaint procedure with the school, but I wanted to make sure that this actual complaint is heard, because I think it's quite a serious safeguarding issue. I don't want to go into detail too much, but I just want to know if anyone could touch base with me and help me outside the meeting, possibly, if anyone has any experience with that.
Well, parole
Only
is
reason I'm
actually,
bringing it up. Only reason I'm bringing it up now is because I don't know. I heard something about a DBS talk at the beginning, and then my phone cut. So I thought it might be an opportune time to kind of bring this to the attention of the team to see if anyone can help.
Amrit, I think what we should do is link you to Parul. Parul is our
okay.
safeguarding lead, and she'll be able to give you some guidance and
Oh, thank you, great. That'd be great. Thank you. Will it be in the chat now? Let me have a look.
No, I'm going to send you a separate email.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that.
anybody else got anything to add? Okay, well, I'll circulate the slides from the presentation and the chat to everybody afterwards. And thanks for attending.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet
Have a good day. Take
Take
care.
care.
Nice to meet everyone.
Have a great day.
You have a nice day,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Nice to
Bye.
see you guys.
Ian, Oh, is he gone? Oh, sorry. I've put in my diary that the Govern It workshop is today, but obviously not. It's next week.
Yeah, I think.
Is there anything on with you guys this afternoon?
I normally have a funding update, but I've got to go. I've got to go somewhere to our library.
Okay, no, it's definitely the Govern. What I'm going to do is I'll register again, and then yeah, to make sure I'm on.
Yes, and it's now going to be next Friday afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. All right then.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, Ian.
Thank you. Take
Bye,
care.
Lisa.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye, Amrit. Bye, Shanji.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Ian.
Bye.
Bye, Jane.
Amrit, could I
Bye,
have
Shanjit. Hi.
your
Yeah.
Amrit, could I
Yep.
have